In this video, we'll see in some patients what happens is when we stroke the sole of the foot, what happens is the big toe go up, okay, and this happens only in few patients because in normally what happens is when we do this kind of movement under the sole, the all the toes usually they come down. We call it as plantar flexion, right? But in some adults, remember, it immediately tells us something is wrong with the brain or spinal cord, but in a newborn, it is normal. So, this is the famous Babinski sign which I am explaining today. So, the real question here is why does damage to corticospinal tract make the toe extend instead of flex? What mechanism is there in this nervous system that causes this reversal? So in the next few minutes, we'll break down the physiology behind Babinski sign and why it happens and how you should remember for exams and clinical practice. Okay. So in a normal healthy adult, as I told, when we touch the sole of the foot here, when we stroke, no, the normal response is flexion of the toes. Always remember, this is a plantar reflex. So the normal response is plantar flexion, meaning it goes down. Okay. So furthermore, remember this reflex pathway begins with the cutaneous receptors in the sole, so which will send signals through sensory nerves to spinal cord, and from there motor neurons will activate the toe flexor muscles producing downward flexion of the toes. However, the spinal reflex, remember, it is not acting alone only by afferent and efferent nerves, but it is normally controlled by the higher centers in the brain, especially your corticospinal tract. So in plantar reflex, remember, afferent nerve will carry the sensory impulses to the center and efferent nerve comes back, and this is your center is the spinal cord, but the cortex controls the spinal cord via the corticospinal tract. So this is a normal plantar reflex. So we'll see what is the role of corticospinal tract in this reflex. Okay. Normally we know corticospinal tract originates in the motor cortex and it carries the signals down to the spinal cord. Its main function is to control the voluntary movement and it suppresses the primitive reflexes. Meaning, remember, these reflexes are present in childhood, in children or newborns, but these are called primitive reflexes. As the child ages, these reflexes are inhibited. So now this corticospinal tract, you all would have learned the main function of corticospinal tract is to control the voluntary movement, right? No, just now remember, it also additionally suppresses all the primitive reflex patterns in the body. So here what is happening, in simple terms to put it, no, the corticospinal tract will act like a brake in some of the spinal reflexes, and it ensures that the plantar response in adults always will remain flexor in a normal individual. So now the question is what happens to this reflex when the corticospinal tract is damaged. Okay, when the corticospinal tract is damaged, the descending inhibition is lost. So normally for the plantar reflex, your corticospinal tract inhibits the plantar reflex. Okay, now if this pathway is damaged, what will happen is the plantar reflex normally, which is supposed to have show plantar flexion, now it is lost. So what will happen is it goes for extension. So all the grade 2 and all will go for extension, and that we call it as a Babinski sign. So just to revise again, normal plantar reflexes, the plantar flexion happens, okay, because your corticospinal tract inhibits that pathway. So whenever there is any damage to corticospinal tract, instead of flexion, now there is no inhibition, right? So the plantar reflex will go for dorsiflexion of the great toes. Instead of flexion of all the toes, the big toe will get extended. This abnormal response is called Babinski sign. Remember, Babinski sign is not just great toe extension or flexion. Along with that, usually in Babinski sign, the great toe goes for extension. Along with that, all the other fingers will start spreading. We call it as abduction of the fingers, or sorry, toes happens here in Babinski sign. Now the question is, why does the toe go for extension? The extension of the big toe occurs because the primitive extensor reflex pathway becomes unmasked, meaning in children or in newborns, this pathway is always causes extension. Okay, remember the plantar reflex normally is an extension, is grade 2 extension is what we see in children, newborn. Okay, this corticospinal tract, as the baby develops, no, as the baby is growing, corticospinal tract will also develop very much, and it will start inhibiting this reflex, so that causes flexion. Okay, so if whenever the damage happens, the inhibition is lost. We call it as disinhibition of this reflex happens, and that leads to again the extension pattern. So always remember, initially in newborn the reflexes was like a extension was seen, As the corticospinal pathway was well developed, we saw flexion. So I think we'll just write it here. Initially, we had extension in newborn babies. Okay, as we grow and as an adult, we start having a plantar reflex, which is a flexion pattern. Whenever the corticospinal tract is damaged, again we get extension pattern. Okay, the grade 2 goes for extension. So now, easiest way to remember is in infants, the toe extension is normal. But in adults, flexion is a normal response. But whenever there is any damage to corticospinal tract, the grade 2 goes for extension back again, because it again goes back to primitive reflexes, because one of the additional function of corticospinal tract is to inhibit or suppress the primitive reflexes, and one such reflex is this plantar reflex. And remember, it is one of the very important sign, okay, Babinski sign. It is an indicator of upper motor neuron lesion. But always remember, this can occur in many, this Babinski sign positive can be seen in many diseases, okay, such as stroke, spinal cord injury, in cases of multiple sclerosis, or sometimes brain tumors affecting the motor pathway. Because of this, remember, testing the plantar reflex remains a very important quick bedside examination, one of the very important tests, okay, which will be done. So in exam, always remember, cortex controls all the reflexes in the spinal cord. So whenever the cortex loses its control, all the primitive reflex patterns will return back again. So in corticospinal damage, you see Babinski sign, very important sign. So understanding the mechanism behind these clinical signs makes them much more easier to remember. And also Babinski sign is a classical example of how a loss of a cortical inhibition will reveal a primitive spinal reflex. That's the physiology behind why the toe extends instead of flexing. So hope you have understood the basics, and thank you.